the corner with his jiu-jitsu for me, because before he was always technical, but now there's just an extra layer of aggression that makes his technique even better.
I agree.
All right, let's see. Black gis, both men. Isaac Doederlein on the right with the, he's got the green and yellow belt on.
I had a question for you, since you mentioned that both are in black gis, and we've seen a lot of matches with both in black gis and a lot of black gis around. How do you like the black gis?
I love it.
I love it, man.
I love black gi because it looks like a ninja.
Yeah. And these kids, they can be called ninjas.
They really
They're
can.
crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at Nagai's physicality, man.
Now that's interesting. You see Nagai, he's actually putting his lapel back inside his belt because he doesn't want it out.
Such a great competitor at such a young age. It's incredible. Wow.
Isaac immediately looking for the De La Riva sweep, but wow, Nagai close to getting on top here. Aggressive start from both men. I like Isaac's energy. He's coming out, but the problem is he's cold. This is his first match. This is a tough warm-up.
It is.
And the guy already had one long 10-minute match where he gets out all those feelings of nervousness, gets the adrenaline going.
Exactly, and on top of that, he had Nagai had the time to rest. Like, he rested for what, 20 minutes?
Oh, easily, yeah, more,
you know?
yeah.
So it's better. I mean, I'd rather get the bye. I'd rather get the bye if the other guy is gonna fight and then 5 minutes later I'm fighting.
Right.
But when there's 20-minute allowance, I'd rather be fighting the first match and get a fresh guy, because I will be fresh to refresh, and I already let go all the adrenaline of the first match, you know?
Absolutely. Slowing down a little bit here, you see it, the Nagai on top, but he knows that Isaac wants to suck that leg in, right? And he's just hanging out here trying to defend it.
He's trying to make himself like a small ball under Nagai. And Nagai's physicality. I mean, you see what, yeah, there you go. Isaac is so skilled at that guard, man. It's incredible.
Foot inside the bicep. Got the inside butterfly hook, going for the footlock here. This is his footlock position. This is how he likes to set it up.
Yeah, but Nagai knows it. No, he knows all the intricacies there.
So Isaac uses it for the sweep instead and gets two.
Smart.
That is now 2-0 for Isaac Doederlein. Nagai does have an advantage for that. I believe it was for the guard pass attempt earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So Nagai's in a very comfortable position. Even though he's losing, he's got that one advantage that might be a tiebreaker.
Yeah, all he needs to do is sweep back and he's in the lead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these guys, they're going to sweep back and forth because that's what they do. They're going to sweep back and forth.
You see it a lot in the lightweights, right?
But you know what? Cobrinha, since we're mentioning Cobrinha was a great guard passer.
Yeah.
Was a great guard passer. Rafael Mendes was a freak of a guard passer.
Right.
Even though they would pull guard, they were freaks at guard passing. So now these guys are all they're all more playing bottom game and those leg intricacies and those lapels and all that stuff. So if you get an advantage and then it's a sweeping back and forth, it can be 10-10 and one advantage.
Right.
And that's a tiebreaker.
We see the position here from Isaac. I love the way that he's on his toes and yet still. It's interesting, isn't it? Because if he was on his heels in this position, you know, it takes that pressure, that backwards, and it allows Nagai to kind of, you know, extend.
That's what we were talking about before.
Right? And it's subtle though, because if you look at the way that his position, his posture, his upper body, it doesn't look like he's creating posture. But all he can do to create that pressure is he just needs to go on his toes.
Lean on your toes. As I tell the kids there at Fight Sports, I tell them, hey, rest leaning forward.
Yeah.
You lean forward, let him carry your weight, and then you breathe. Don't breathe stepping on your heels or with your legs straight. You have to put yourself forward in order to be able to rest, because the guy on the bottom is not resting. He's pushing you.
Isaac doesn't hang around inside that closed guard. Nagai closes it briefly, but Isaac immediately gets a knee up the middle, and now looking to try and pass this lasso here. Going to get reset in the center.
Do you think it's obvious that Nagai is way stronger than Isaac?
No, I don't think so, actually. And even physically, I think Isaac looks bigger.
You're right. But I would say that I think that Nagai, being a strategist as he is, he's I think that he's just waiting for the right moment to come up, even though he's one advantage ahead. He's waiting for
he's been
the right
patient.
time
I mean,
to come
we
up.
saw it in his last match, right?
Right, exactly.
He literally, you know, he was able to find the score that won the match in the last 10 seconds.
He's very smart, very smart.
Yeah, just chilling out here, and Isaac, he's making sure that his grips are very, very solid. He's not going to give anything up easily. But now you can see him opening up, moving around a little bit. When you watch his guard passing, he loves the Toriander, he loves the leg drag, the long step.
Yeah, long step, beautiful,
right
beautiful
here.
long step. Yeah.
That's how strong the grips are.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally rip the gi off him.
Nagai is probably one of the strongest dudes in the. It will be him and Kennedy, like the strongest in the division. Even though I was told that Mateus Gabriel has a ridiculous strength for his weight.
Really? Speaking of Mateus Gabriel, he's going to be up soon. He's just taking his shoes and socks off. I believe he's going to be next on this mat here, actually. I'm very excited for that. Actually, he'll be on mat 3 soon, so hopefully we can catch that one as well. But this is interesting from Isaac now, getting much more aggressive and almost on the back. Nagai tries to throw him off and immediately scores with a huge sweep.
Wow.
Straight into the mount.
Wow, in the back. And now he got the back unlock.
Oh,
yeah,
this is amazing from Nagai.
Wow.
Huge
look at the guys.
move there.
Look at the checkmate guys.
Oh, the checkmate guys are going crazy. Big move there from Sam Nagai here. There's about 4 minutes left in this match, and that is a huge, huge moment in this match. That's the kind of thing that completely changes the momentum of the match. 6-2 now for Nagai. And this is such a strong position. It looks like he's on the neck, Victor. Hard to see, but it looks like he's on the neck. He's on the
hand deep. He has his thumb in big time.
He's got one hand around the collar, but it's kind of loose, and the other is hand fighting.
Yeah, but he has plenty of time, doesn't he? Yeah.
Lots of time to work on the neck. Isaac doing his best to try and turn into that choke, try and relieve some pressure off his neck, but if I was Nagai, I would not give up this position.
He can take his own time right now. He can, I mean, he has the hand so deep right now. It's just fixing this position. Yeah. If he's able to switch sides with the head, then he's got it. He wraps it up.
Isaac doing the smart thing with the 2-on-1 grip on the choking arm. Not out of danger, though. Some small adjustments. We saw it earlier with Kennedy, right? That all he had to do was adjust slightly, and then he was suddenly able to get the finish. Maybe Nagai could do the same, but here he goes, trying to make the angle. They're going to roll out of bounds.
And you know that
they should start in the same position, right?
These kids, they roll a lot when they're on the back. And every time you roll, when you have your hand inside the collar like Nagai has, it adjusts more. Every roll is an adjustment because your elbow is coming out.
Right.
It's coming out, and then it gets super tight.
So neutral restart and 2 points for. But hey, he is now 8-2 up, and he's got about 2.5 minutes remaining. That is big. That is really big. That sweep to the top position went from the mount to the back. Huge.
Yeah, the guy's position is solid right now.
Really, I think it's that moment, isn't it, that Isaac, he had like a blitz attack. He went after the guard pass, and it was an aggressive sequence of going forward, forward, forward. And then just one moment, he took his foot off the gas, and Nagai was able to capitalize with that counter sweep. See Isaac trying to pull the leg to him now. Is he going to go for that footlock that he loves so much? Yes, he's trying to wrap up the grip around the ankle. Nagai definitely knows. I mean, it's no secret. It's one of Isaac's best weapons. That footlock, he's so good with it. And I think if I was Sam Nagai at this point, I would do anything in my power. I would give up the sweep rather than let Isaac take my foot.
You just read my mind. You just read my mind. I felt bad for one of our teammates yesterday, a purple belt teammate, Ben Kunzel. He was in the same situation where he was fighting against a sweep that was inevitable. And he should give up that position when he didn't. So the other kid got the advantage, made it even. He couldn't sweep back. He lost the match. So sometimes...
Oh, look at this guard pass here from the guy. Oh, straight into the mount.
Wow,
Torianda
so much
into
pressure,
the mount. That's
his
another
pressure is relentless.
7 points.
Relentless pressure from the guy. Crazy strong there. Super strong, super effective. As I was telling you, when a guy unleashes, that's what you see.
17 points to 4 now with 44 seconds left on the clock on the restart. Victor, could you believe it? Could you believe that we would see a score like this in this match?
No, at all. I would say it would be like 2-2, 4-4, something like that, crazy. But as we were talking before, and a guy, when he unleashes it, you see what happens. He has so much more than his foot locks and holding the game. When he lets go, his physicality, allied with his technique, it's just overwhelming. And that's why he overwhelmed Isaac.
He really did. He was very patient, and he knew exactly when to attack, exploded with beautiful technique, and was able to get this very significant win. The number 23 seed in the bracket takes out the number 2, Isaac Doederlein. And Sam Nagai, in his first Pan Championships as a black belt, advances. That is a significant victory. That is a major name to take out this early in your black belt career. He hasn't even been a black belt for 6 months, and he's already beaten Gianni Grippo. Now he beats Isaac Doederlein. What an incredible series of events.
Huge statement from Nagai. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the kid. Even though I knew coming into this match that he had so much more to give than he's been given in his latest matches, he just let go. He unleashed the beast, and he got a huge win over a huge name. Such a statement.
Yeah, that was phenomenal performance. A phenomenal performance to score that many points against somebody as experienced and as decorated as Isaac Doederlein in your first IBJJF Black Belt World Pan Championships. Incredible. Well, amazing, but you know what? The action does not stop here.